Welcome to the Ronnie Show. And here's the star of the Ronnie Show, Ronnie the.
Hello. Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody, to the Ronnie Show. So glad you could be with us here tonight. We got some interesting things to talk about. So let's get right into it. Yes, here we go. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Well, welcome, everybody, to the Ronnie Show. I've already said that. All right, you can stop clapping now, everyone. Order in the studio. Yeah, as you know, we don't actually have a live studio audience. I just pretend we do, but, you know, because, you know, TV, you know, I want to be in the TV business when I grow up, you know, game show hosting or a news anchor or play-by-play announcer for sports or whatever, or even a game show announcer too. I'll even take that job too. Like Neil on Press Your Luck on the new ABC version, I'm after his job. Well, not yet. Once I get old enough and I graduate college from all that, then I'll be after his job. But yeah, anyway, who doesn't love a good reality television show, first of all? I mean, you know, it creates drama, and, you know, there's... Oh, gosh, you know what I'm talking about, Kardashians. Like I said, creates drama, creates controversy, because, you know, I love myself some controversy, not gonna lie. But, yeah, I was just wondering, you know, who doesn't love a good reality show? I mean, that's all I'm saying, you know. It's probably one of my favorite genres in television, is reality television. Really, my main genres of TV that I like are game shows and reality TV. I haven't really gotten into very many comedies or dramas, you know, the reality type. More specifically, the reality competition type singing shows, like American Idol or The Voice or any of those, really. Or, you know, America's Got Talent, and, you know, I'm just a fan of all those shows. So You Think You Can Dance, even. There's really not... You know, just kind of all those reality, singing, dancing type shows, you know, combined into one, kind of. Those are my favorite type of shows, you know. I haven't really got, well, I'll watch them, but, like, I won't really, you know, follow any of them, like baking shows and stuff like that. I mean, game shows, though, that kind of falls into the category of reality television somewhat. But, game shows are just kind of in their own little field. I mean, it seems like there's a ton of them now today, it seems like. I mean, we got the new Password that just premiered a couple weeks ago. We have the College Bowl, which is coming up this fall, and we got ABC Summer Fun and Games. I mean, game shows in prime time are pretty popular, it seems like. I mean, Press Your Luck, it's getting, is probably the #1 summer show for ABC in terms of, you know, ratings and stuff, but, yeah, it seems like, you know, ever since the big Who Wants to Be a Millionaire phenomenon, you know, game shows have become popular in prime time. I mean, whether they're #1 in their time slot or #1 in the night, I mean, you know, game shows, it seems like, have just been popular in prime time. You know, obviously there are clunkers, like, I mean, the new Claim to Fame show with Kevin and Frankie Jonas hosting, I mean, it's a cool show. I mean, I like it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Big Brother with the house, you know, because they're all in the house, and this house is full of clues. Well, first, they have these contestants who are related to somebody famous, and when they introduce themselves, they kind of give 2 truths and a lie kind of type thing. I mean, yeah, I mean, Claim to Fame, it's a unique show, and I watch it, but, you know, I'm just not really into it. Like, if you asked me what happened last week, I couldn't really tell you anything, to be honest with you. But, you know, I'll watch it, you know, because it's interesting. But, yeah, it just kind of feels like Big Brother to me with the house, and, you know, because they actually live in the house, so that's probably why it kind of reminds me of Big Brother. But, you know, they play challenges to eliminate people and stuff like that, so, yeah. Yeah, the only really interesting thing I find on the show is, you know, the contestants and who they're related to and how they're related to that person, you know. Kind of like, so that's really the only thing I'm interested in that show. But, you know, I've never really watched, you know, shows like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette either. I just haven't really got into those type of shows. Like I said, it's mainly the... I'm shaking the tables a little bit. They're like dinner tables, like TV dinner table type thingies. So if you shake them a lot, you know, if you shake them, you can tell you're shaking it because, you know, it's moving around a lot. But, yeah, I'm just really into the... When it comes to reality TV, I like more of the competitions type shows because I just find them fun. You know, like I said, America's Got Talent, and, you know, because that's going on right now. So you think you can dance just ended a couple weeks ago, too. Right now, we still don't know who the winner is. In fact, I didn't even watch the episode that aired on the 3rd, mainly because I had marching band practice, so I couldn't watch it. And I didn't watch it, and it's not uploaded online yet. So I'll watch it when it uploads, and, you know, I won't be able to watch the finale because of marching band stuff. See, that's the thing that sucks, because right now, as I mentioned last episode, I'm doing marching band, so, what I'm doing is, so, we're practicing on the field. It's 9 to 12, it's 3 hours in the morning, and then 3 hours in the evening. 9 to 12 in the morning, and then 6 to 9 at night. So I missed the first 2 hours of those reality TV shows that I really like. You know, like America's Got Talent, which I lucked out last Tuesday night, because it was just so hot here that it got, like, heat index was like 110 degrees. Like, it was really hot. So I got to watch the final auditions and when they made judge cuts, kind of. So I got to watch that. However, I won't be able to watch the first live show on Tuesday night, which is really unfortunate. And I can't watch the results show on Wednesday night either. And I'll be able to watch, like, the last half of Password, the new Password that's coming out with Keke Palmer and Jimmy Fallon. That, to me, looks like it's going to be a fun show to watch. I know a lot of people are because, as you know, it seems like we've had a lot of game show reboots over the past, you know, well, really, ever since, you know, primetime game shows became more popular again because of the millionaire phenomenon. It just seems like, you know, with classic reboots of shows they got, I mean, there always seems to be people who go like, oh, well, it's nothing like the original one. Like, people, you can't undo the original show, people. The original runs of these shows, like, obviously the reboots aren't probably going to be as good as the original, because it's kind of impossible to do that, but that doesn't mean they're that bad. I mean, once Supermarket Sweep started their first season reboot with Leslie Jones, you know, Leslie Jones, she is a bit crazy, but I love her for that, so, and, you know, she was always, like, screaming and stuff like that. People knocked on her for that, but then she toned it down in season 2. I honestly loved it when Leslie Jones was freaking out at people because it seemed like she was making fun of the contestants, you know, if they were making stupid mistakes and stuff like that, because, I mean, the viewers at home would probably be doing that too, but yeah. Obviously, people, the originals of game shows are going to be better than the reboots that come after it. It's just going to be a fact, everyone. Well, except there are a couple exceptions to that, because the new Match Game, which was recently canceled, it was actually canceled back in April. I thought that, you know, I thought it was a good reboot, and I thought it was just as good as its original one. I mean, I know people who didn't like it, like, there's this group who's all into Match Game and stuff like that. They didn't really like the reboot, but there's nothing really they could have done. I mean, obviously the original Match Game in the 70s was the best. Well, actually, they did have a run back in the 60s on NBC, but, you know, the CBS 1970s one will never, there's no way you can top that. I mean, it's just reality, unfortunately. But, like, the new Pressure Lock, I'd say that's better than the original version. Not because of the cash amount's bumped up for prime time, but, you know, they got the bonus game now at the end, which a lot of people didn't like the bonus game in the beginning, but now ever since, you know, because now it's in its 4th season, but now I've seen more people like the new version of Pressure Lock than didn't like it from, like, its first couple of seasons, so, yeah. But, yeah, I absolutely love the new Pressure Lock. In fact, it's overtaken Wheel of Fortune as my favorite game show on television. So, yeah, I mean, the bonus game, you know, especially that one guy who lost $4 $433,000. Zach was his first name. If you game show fans are watching this right now, you know exactly what moment that I'm talking about. When he lost trips to the North and South Pole, 2 electric Fords. I mean, let's see, what else did he win? He won a Harley Davidson a Harley Davidson trike, and like, oh my god, he won a Tiffany and Company collection. He won a baby grand piano too. Like, oh my god, and he ended that 4th round before going into the Big Bucks Bonanza with $420,000. So the Big Bucks Bonanza is where they bring back the... See, you have to watch the new Pressure Luck, because if you don't watch the new Pressure Luck, then some of the stuff that I'm saying might not make any sense to you all. But trust me, go watch it. It's a great show. Yeah, he went to the bonus round with $420,000, the Big Bucks Bonanza. Boy, I thought he was going to win it. I honestly thought he would. With that gravy band piano that brought him up over $433,000. I mean, I honestly thought he was going to win it. But the thing that made me so angry about it afterwards is that when I saw the comments all over, you know, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they uploaded the episode later on YouTube. They were like, oh, he shouldn't have gone for it. He should have just kept all of his cash and prizes. Like, okay, I see where you're coming from. But I'm sure when you're that close to winning $1 million, because, you know, if your total in the bonus game reaches $500,000, then they take the winnings and add it on and round all of it up to $1 million. If you were that close to $1 million, I bet you $1 million that all that $1 million that you just won, that you would have gone for it. Because if I were him in that same position and that close to winning $1 million, I would have for sure gone for it. But, you know, everyone's like, oh, you shouldn't have gone for it. Oh, you would have lost 430, or you wouldn't have lost all that money, you know. Well, he's not going to get, like, half the money he won because of taxes and stuff like that. So, I mean, he's going to lose some of the million anyway, which, that's the thing I hate about game shows. When you win stuff on game shows, the IRS comes calling in, and I absolutely hate that rule. I absolutely hate that. I hope it gets changed at some point, which it probably never will, but, you know, that really, You know, when people go on a game show, if I ever go on a game show, I want people to go home with what they won, not what they're going to win after taxes. Because if there was a show where they went home, because, you know, see, game shows at the top prize of $1 million. You're not going to win the $1 million, people. You should be able to go on the game show and receive what you won without having any trouble in terms of IRS and stuff like that. You know, once you receive the $1 million, then you can do with it, you know, you can tax it, do whatever you want after that. But when people go on a game show, they should receive the full payment of what they won, not half the payment that they won, people. That's what aggravates me about game shows, is because people don't, you know, I'm going to break this gavel because I'm so mad about that. So yeah, if I won $1 million on a game show, I'm going to be expecting the $1 million. Not 3/4 of it, not half of it, not 1/4 of it. I want the full payment, or else my experience is ruined. Okay, people? Just so you know. He dicho, caso cerrado. You know, like that, I mean. So that's the one thing that aggravates me about game shows, is that you don't receive the full payment. You gotta, they tax up. I don't want, it makes me so aggravated just thinking about it. Oh my gosh, but yeah. I mean, if I was a production company making game shows, I would give the contestants the money in full. I would make sure the IRS doesn't get in on any of it. Because I want people to go home with what they won, what they actually won, not what they'll win after all that crazy stuff happens, you know. But yeah, oh my gosh. Pressure Luck, you have to go check out the new Pressure Luck, people, if you haven't. I mean, it's just, it's wild. I mean, it really is. You go on this roller coaster, and Elizabeth Banks, the host, she said it in interviews, where they go on roller coasters, and it's true, because, you know, you could have a big giant dollar amount, you know, like $433,000, and lose it all in an instant. Which, it sucks, but, you know, it just happens sometimes, okay? Like that one guy who lost on the $1 million question back in 2009 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Things like that are going to happen if you take risks. I mean, well, there's the possibility of things like that to happen when you take risks like that. But yeah, I can't really blame Zach for going for it and losing all that. I mean, I would have done the exact same thing. But I think people were just so harsh to him afterwards after he lost that. I mean, really unnecessary. Really, really unnecessary. I mean, the fact that he had the you-know-what to go for it is just crazy. I mean, yeah, I would have gone for it too, but you know, with the big bucks bonanza, it seems like half the board has whammies on it. But yeah. Anyway, so the rule, some things to take out of today, or out of this discussion: when you go on a game show, please, if you win a certain amount of money, like $50,000, make sure you get the $50,000. Because if you don't, I'd sue them for that, for the remaining money that you got after taxes. See, they should be able to receive the full payment, and then they can take it out on taxes. You know, they can do whatever after that. But, you know, they should receive the payment in full first, and then the IRS can come after them for it. Instead of, you know, the IRS coming after them, you know, right as they're getting their money, or when they haven't received their money yet, but... Anyway, so yeah, and that's pretty much it. I know this whole thing was supposed to be about reality television, but we went into game shows, so yeah. Things like that happen sometimes. Things just, they just do, people, okay? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching us here, thanks so much for watching this discussion. We're going to play Bullseye for a whole bunch of money, which hopefully we'll win. Cross our fingers. You know, pray to God. Hopefully we win. So yeah, we'll see you for that right after this. Don't go away. Woo! Welcome back, everybody, to the Ronnie Show. It is now time to win prizes for you guys at home in our giveaway. So, here's how it's going to work. Now, we have our board here. It has 8 numbers on it, signaling prizes. Now, if we can hit it in any of the numbers, then, of course, we'll win that prize. But if we can get it here in the big circle, then we'll win a cash amount associated with that. Anywhere from $100 to $1,000. If we... Whoa! That was my bad. If we can land it in the bullseye here, the small circle, then we'll win the bullseye jackpot, which starts out at $5,000 and it goes up each time it is not won. Now, it was not won last week, so it is now at $10,000 in the bullseye jackpot here. So, yeah, let's get going with this right away. So, we've got 10 bullets to try to win as much in cash and prizes as we can. So, here we go. Zooming in a little bit. Ooh, number 4. That's a trip to the Bahamas. Next one. Oh, we get $150 in prize number 2, which is a home gym valued at $3,847. Next one. Doing good so far. Let's try to get in that bullseye jackpot. Oh, what are we going to call that one? Number 1, which is a trip to the Seychelles. Now, by the way, usually we would change prizes week to week, but since we didn't win any of the prizes last week, we just kept them, you know, just because. Why not, right? Oh, 600 and prize number 6, which is a camper. So we got 4 prizes and $750 in cash. Next one. Number 1, well, we've already gotten that one, so we'll just go with another bullet. Here, let's do that, you know, kind so that we can make things more fair a little bit. Number 4 and $300 in cash. Well, we'll only receive the $300 since we already got prize number 4. So we're up over $1,000 in cash along with the 4 other prizes. Number 1, well, we've already got that, so we'll try for it again. There. Next one. Come on, we want that bullseye of 10,000. Whoa, that wasn't even... I hit the black part and then it just flew right on over here. Whoa, well, it stayed back there. Come on, this is our final bullet. Let's make it worth big money here. 1,000 in prize number 8. There you go. That prize number 8 is a new car, an Acura ILX. Alright, so when we total up everything we won in that game, along with the cash and the trip to the Bahamas and everything else. Hold on, I gotta redo this. So the 2050, the Bahamas, the camper, the home gym, the Seychelles, and the car, we won $56,620 in cash and prizes that round. So we'll pick up all the bullets again and move on to a new board. Here, we'll do this. Alright, that was the final time you'll see the prize board, well, for this main season until we get into the holiday specials. Then we'll use the prize board. But for regular shows, you know, when we're down here in the studio talking and stuff, because next Saturday, we'll start sports talk again. So, because with college football starting here today, there's games going on today, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and MLB final month of the regular season, you know, and NFL starting up here. I mean, we got some things to talk about there. And, of course, NHL season starting and NBA and all that. Muskie's starting here soon as well. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about in September. But, yeah, this is our points board now. As you can see, we have a big bullseye here. It has point totals of 30, 40, and 50. Now, our goal in this first round, this first part of this, or the second part in this bonus game, is to... we got 10 bullets. Once again, we're going to try to get as many points as we can, because it's points for dollars, or dollars for points, we should call it, probably. So what's going to happen is that we're going to shoot at it. We'll get $1 per point and add it into our bank. We'll times the bank then by 10 and add it to the dollars we got. So say, for example, we had $17 and we'll times that by 10 and add it onto the bank. That'd be $187, you know, like that. Here we go. Oh, 16. Almost at the double 16. Reds are doubles, blues are triples. So we'll reshoot that one again, because I only got 9 bullets, and you have to shoot 10 here, so short one. There you go, 40 points. Next one. Oh, that might have been 50, and it was. Wow. Well, just like that, with 3 bullets, we're over the 100-point mark, so pretty darn good. I'll tell you that. Okay, next one. 16, once again, so we're getting big targets, so that's good. 40! Wow! Man, oh man. 15, I believe, yes. Next one. 23 away from crossing 200 points. 7. Next one. You should be able to get over the 200-point mark here. 15. All right. Yeah, that's 15, right? Yep. Just want to make sure on that. Oh, number 1. Well, we're at exactly 200. Let's try to make it 250 if we can. Because then we'd have $2,750. Oh, 30. But that's okay. We got 230. We'll times that by 10, giving us 2,300. Add it on to the 230. That gives us now $2,530. Now, here's how the bonus round now is going to work. The third part of this game. We have 6 bullets to try to get 101 points. Now, if we go for it, if we can get the 101 points in the big bullseye here, then we'll double the entire lot. So, yeah. But, you know, if not, then we'll just double whatever we got from that last game in cash, which is $5,060, which would be nice too. But we have to get 101 points within 6 bullets. Now, we didn't do it last time. We've done it, though, 7 out of the past 9. So, let's try it 8 out of the past 10, hopefully. 30 points. There we go. Already big points on the board here, so. Oh, I think that's just going to be odd. Yep, 7. But that's okay. Still pretty good. Final bullet here, the first half. Oh, 1. Well, we did get 38 points. We're only 62 away. So, if we can get, you know, either a 40 or a 50, we're pretty much almost guaranteed that we'll win. But, here we go. Oh, 25. Okay. Now we're up to 63. Next one. Oh, 16 now. We're up to 79. If we can get anything higher than a 22, or a 22 or higher, then we'll win the lot of cash and prizes, and we'll double the cash we won last round. So hopefully we can do this. 22 or higher. Come on. 15! No! Well, we did get 94 points, which is really unfortunate. So, what that means is that we lose the lot and we lose the cash. So, we got a total of 95 or 94 points. We'll times that by 20. Or no, excuse me, by 50. So, we'll get that total, which comes out to $4,700. Man, we've just had a tough time with this board here the past 2 episodes. But don't worry, we'll bring this special segment back for all of our holiday shows. Like, the next one will be my birthday special, which is in less than 2 months. So, yeah. And then we'll have our Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, and then the next night on the 18th will be our season, well, our main season finale here in the studio. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching us. If you want to have a chance to win the $4,700, call or text the number on your screen now. The phone lines will close Monday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and prizes will be delivered to you 3 p.m. local time. Whether you're in LA, New York, London, China, wherever you are, 3 p.m. local time. Australia even, 3 p.m. local time. Thank you all so much for watching us. Next week, we're back to sports talk here on the Ronnie Show, so I'm sure we're going to have plenty of fun with that here. We'll see you all next time. Good night.